sent that to me, is that when we really are in that place where we have nothing interfering with the pureness of our heart, we really are such vulnerable and loving people. And what we want in our lives is to feel like we belong. That's why we get married. That's why we get into relationships. That's why we have family. That's why we come to communities such as this. We want it at work. We want to feel like we belong. We want it in our neighborhood. We want to feel like we belong. And so, how we heal that shame, because shame is indeed pervasive and profound. It doesn't fix easily. For it is a condition that is in our psyche and our soul. But is with courage, attention, and plain hard work, the healing is possible. And how we heal ourselves is by moving into that place of creating a new family. But you've been doing it for most of your life. At school, that was your family, and you wanted to belong there. Clubs of any type that you may be in now at the moment. Churches, professional societies are all efforts. Lovers, friends, marriages, etc. are all in our attempt to feel like we belong, that we're needed, valued, and wanted, that we are indeed lovable. And what I always affirm and know and declare as I'm doing my best, and every one of us that is putting in our effort, and including each person in this room to make the Center for Inspired Living what it is, we're doing our best to create a consciousness that whenever we're together, whether it's here on Sunday or the last 3 weeks during movie or whatever, that anytime you walk in through these doors, you feel like you belong. So that I know that at least 1.5 hours out of every day, out of every week, you know you're in a place where you belong. Belonging is so important to us. I've spent much of my life feeling like I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know if anybody else does. But I never want you to feel that way here. I never want you to feel ashamed that you can't get up and sing, or dance, or move, no matter how funny it looks. Because I watch how stoic we sit at times. And what stops us from doing that sometimes is just our shame. What started me on this talk is last week, during the chanting song, I was sitting up front and I kind of was moving in my way. Never been graceful on the floor, on the dance floor. And afterwards, Crystal shared with me, says, you might want to think about not moving like that because it looked like you were having a spaz attack. And I thought for a moment, yeah, it probably did look that way. And then I thought back to when I was 7 years old, sitting in Sunday school, and a boy leaned over to me and says, please don't sing anymore. And I think of all the dances when I get turned down. He'd ask, just to have a dance. And then when I sing and my voice comes out over the speaker, it doesn't sound so good. And so I could let that shame keep me pent up and bound inside. So when a song comes on, how it comes out as I stand there and watch it. Or I could say the middle finger to them all. That was fun. I'd say I'm going to do the best just to be me. Just to be me. And that's what I always want you to feel the freedom of. That is not only just here, but at any time outside of this place, that you feel free to be yourself. That's when you know you're living free of shame. So what can we do to continue that? What we've been doing, working on ourselves. You're doing yourself a great favor every time you clean up a little bit of your shame. Every time. And you clean it up by doing the opposite of what your shame tells you not to do. You're cleaning it up every time you turn within, and that part of you says, well, you're not worthy, you're not